Hi everyone, I wanted to give you instructions for today's activity. Today you will be participating in a online Korean debate. This is going to look at that question that you researched thoroughly last class, where you will be deciding whether or not North and South Korea should be reunited. So hopefully you already submitted that paragraph. If not, definitely do that first because that will be the basis for what you are going to be doing today. And if you don't have that done, you're going to be at a major disadvantage. Another thing to do before you actually get to the debate, which I will show you what you need to do in order to get full credit. But before you do that, I posted along with this video a couple other YouTube videos that deal with the different problems or obstacles that Korea faces if they were to reunify. It should only take you like 10-15 minutes to get through both videos, so don't panic. That won't take you too long, but it'll give you a little bit more details that you could possibly use on the debate that you're going to be participating in. Okay, so now I'm just going to adjust my screen here so that you get to see what I see. Now, regardless of what class period you are, whether you're my period 3 class or my period 6 class, this is going to look identical. I'm going to just use period 3 as my example just because it happens to be the top one, but you'll notice period 6, you have the same setup. There is a new channel that was created that you're going to click on, all right, which it specifically says Korean debate. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and click on that. Okay, this has the instructions on here in case you forget. Okay, so you have your debate question. Should the Korean Peninsula be reunified? Meaning, should North and South Korea become one country? They were for centuries, and then after World War II, they were split, right? So you need to decide whether or not they should be reunified. You are going to be responsible for a grand total of 4 posts. Okay, so I'll say that again. At minimum, although yes, you can respond more than once to some of these. Not that you'll get extra credit, but it will more likely put you in that higher category. But you need to respond 4 times. You're going to post 4 times. One, you're going to respond to the yes, the Korean Peninsula should be reunified. You're going to give me one reason, just one, why you think the Korean Peninsula should be reunified. Based on everything we've researched, the paragraphs you've completed, any information in those documents, you do not have to cite your documents. You just have to give a reason why you think the Korean Peninsula should be reunified. So that's your first post. Your second post is you're going to respond for the opposite side. No, the Korean Peninsula should not be reunified. Give me one reason, just like you did with the first one, of why the Korean Peninsula should not be reunified. Okay, so that's two out of the 4. The third post is going to require you to wait a little bit. Okay, you are going to see different responses from your classmates. You must reply to one of your classmates. Okay, it can be either in the yes or the no, and either agree with them or disagree with them. Now, that post cannot just say, I agree, okay, or I disagree. That is not enough, okay? You need to explain why. So if it's I agree because, or this is a great point because, and then continue from there. If you're disagreeing, say I disagree because, and yes, you can use I in this because this is an actual debate, right? But you have to give a reason why you disagree. You could even give a counter argument of why what that person was saying isn't something we should acknowledge. Okay, so that's post number 3 is replying to a classmate. Again, that's going to be the most time consuming of these because you're going to have to wait for your classmates to actually post. It's probably a good idea to do your first 2 posts and then wait a little while and then come back and see what everybody else has done. Okay, so that's 3. Your 4th post is this last question. Okay, and it is a reflection, and this is not the yes or no. This is more, you've done all this research. You've seen all the responses that are possible in those first 2, right? So now you're going to have to figure out, do you think there's any hope for the Koreas that they will ever reunite? Okay, so think about it. Do you think that this is a possibility, whether or not you think the Korean Peninsula should be reunified? This is, do you think it reasonably will ever happen in our lifetimes? Why or why not? Okay. Now, in order to get full credit for these posts, okay, and this is on where the video is posted, there is this debate rubric, okay? The half of your grade, because this is going to be about 10 points, half of your grade is the frequency of participation, meaning did you post 4 times, okay? It depends. If you only post 2, then you'll probably get in the developing range. If you post 3, it'd probably be proficient. If you posted 1, it's inadequate, okay? So that is just literally posting the correct number of times that I've asked you to. The second half of your grade is on the quality of contributions. I was saying before, it should not be a yes or no answer, right? Or I agree or I disagree. You have to give reasons why. Should it be as long as your paragraphs? No. But this is what your paragraphs were preparing you for, that you could pull out arguments from at least one side, and now you have to do the other side as well. Okay, and I'm not looking for, oh, in this document it said, just give me one reason why you think that it would be no or yes. Okay, so that's how this is graded. And again, I'll make sure you have access to a copy of this rubric. Okay, um, so that should take you pretty much the 45 minutes of today's. And I understand you're going to have to come back to it because replying to a classmate isn't going to work if your classmates haven't said anything yet. I'm trying to make this interactive. I realize that it may not work out perfectly. This is a learning experience. I'm going to be online. I'm going to be checking to see if you have questions. Please post your questions in the general section where I posted this video. That way your classmates can see it. Do not post it in the actual channel because that will get confusing. So again, if you have questions, reach out. I'm going to be online. I'm going to be looking to help you out. The other thing that I just wanted to quickly mention is it's fantastic. You guys are handing in late assignments, and I encourage you to continue to do that. But I ask that if an assignment is on assignments in Teams, please submit it there. Email me that you have actually handed it in, but submit it on assignments. With the long distance learning, I am getting hundreds of emails a day between other teachers, administration, and students. And quite frequently, I can't grade things right away because I'm in the middle of something else. So if I have to go back to search for your emailed assignment, I have difficulty finding it, and that's not any good. So if you email me and say, hey, I handed this in, that'll stick in my brain. Oh, yes, that student emailed it to me, and then I know where to look to get it. Whereas it becomes a black hole of my email if I have to search for it um, in the actual email program itself. So please, if it's in an assignment, submit it. If you're having technical difficulties, let me know. Obviously, I know we're going to have issues, so I expect that, and I'll try and work you through it. And if not, then I will give you confirmation that I got your assignment and that you do not have to worry about handing in assignments itself. But do not expect the grade to change if you did not have that conversation with me. Because it's just it can be overwhelming with how many emails I have. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know, and good luck.